Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. You know, for this clip, I feel like we need a little bit of a flashback. I was recently watching Rattlesnake TV. I'm sure you guys know who that is, and if you don't, well, you definitely should, and you should subscribe, because it's by far one of the best debate analysis channels on the platform. But recently, he posted a video of an encounter between Patrick Bet-David and David Pakman, where Leftoid David said this:
opinion of the U.S. has dramatically improved since Biden replaced Trump. I think that matters. I'm not an isolationist, so I think it's important that other countries respect the office of the presidency. And under Trump, it was a joke. You know, literally laughed at the UN, goes to India, mispronounces 10 Indian names, and the crowd is just leaving. It was a humiliation everywhere he went. So I think that's it's like a soft thing that I think is really good.
So the fact that we're no longer feared is a good thing.
I don't know where you're getting that we are no longer feared.
So you think people fear Biden?
What I'm asking you is what data do you have that we are no longer feared?
Well, what data is not any data to give. I mean,
then how do you know it is?
Well, no, but during Biden is when Russia felt comfortable bullying Ukraine. During Biden is even if you look at Afghanistan on the way we left, people on the left were not happy by the way we left Afghanistan.
Patrick Bet-David made the argument that wouldn't you rather have a president that's a little bit feared on the international stage, considering he's out there to fight for your interests in a very competitive world. And essentially he's making the argument that Donald Trump kind of has the world sitting at attention. You know, he strikes a little bit of fear in their heart, which of course is a point that David Pakman refuses to concede, but it's obvious that you can't play games with Donald Trump. I mean, look at what happened to Justin Trudeau. He went to Mar-a-Lago, spent 15 minutes with Donald Trump, and now his entire career is imploding before his very eyes. You know, whether the left wants to admit it, Donald Trump's a frickin' shark, and he's out there fighting for the interest of Americans, not begging for the praise of unelected globalist bureaucrats. And that right there is the Trump that keeps on delivering, and Trump, once again, not even yet inaugurated as president, is already securing huge investments in the nation, and even mogging these guys, pushing them to double their investments in total Trump style. I mean, this is peak Trump, baby. This is what they hate. This is what they work so hard to deny, but it's the beauty of Trump. Let me show you guys exactly what's happening here. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, friends, so just like I was saying, this is the Donald Trump that seems to always make mountains move. Here he is doing a press conference at, I believe, Mar-a-Lago with the CEO of SoftBank, which I believe is a Japanese bank, if I'm not mistaken, where said CEO announces a $100 billion, 100,000 job investment in the United States. And he announces that as a double investment, essentially doubling down on a Trump presidency.
My confidence level to the economy of the United States has tremendously increased with his victory. So because of that, I'm now excited to commit this $100 billion and 100,000 jobs into the United States. This is double of last time, as President Trump said. Because I say, oh, President Trump is a double down president. I'm going to have to double down, you know, $100 billion and 100,000 jobs. This is, you know, my confidence level, because that has doubled down. So I am truly excited to make this happen. And of course, business is important, technology is important, but one more thing I'm really hoping is that this President Trump would make the world, bring the world into peace again. That's my additional hope.
So already good stuff is happening. Trump's bringing good foreign investment into the nation. Investment coming from our actual allies, not our adversaries. From Japan, that's part of the G7, of course, as we know. And finally, money coming into the nation instead of leaving your pockets and going to foreign adversaries. And a doubling down of that investment, and then Donald Trump absolutely mogging the guy.
I'm going to ask him right now, would you make it $200 billion instead of $100? He can actually, believe it or not, he can actually afford to do that if he wants to. Would you do that?
Well, my promise is 100, but, you know, he's now asking to do more. I think, you know, with your leadership, my partnership with you, with your support, I will try to make it happen.
Okay, that's good. That's
All right.
200. He'll make it happen. 200 billion investment. That's
He is a great negotiator.
a good man. He's a brilliant guy and did an unbelievable job. And
Yeah, okay, great speech there, buddy. Now how about we make that 200 billion in true Trump style? You gotta freaking love it. I mean, he's America's bulldog. He's America's business bulldog. That's what he is. I mean, look at Trump. He straight up grabs the guy and nearly manhandles him. He's asserting his dominance out there like he always does with all these foreign leaders and business people. The notorious Trump handshake, of course, it's very well known.
Than a firm handshake. Slow it down. And from the side. Not one, but two yanks.
You know, he's the guy who's going out there and fighting for your interests, and that's why people love him. And clearly it's something that the left doesn't understand. David Pakman doesn't seem to understand how really truly idiotic what he said was. The entire world seems so happy that Joe Biden is president now. That must be a good thing, right? Because the entire world must be our best friend and always wants what's best for our interest, of course. I mean, come on. Obviously, on the world stage, every nation is trying to win, even our closest of allies, in trade negotiations and frankly in everything. They would like to win. Everybody would like to be in the winning seat, but America is in the winning seat and it's something that you got to protect. You know, maybe if all the foreign nations are celebrating your president, maybe it's not a good thing. Maybe celebrating that could be considered foolish, especially when your president is a freaking vegetable. Oh, I wonder why China and the rest of these nations are so elated, so excited that the White House has essentially been turned into a weekend at Bernie's situation. I mean, give me a break. The naivete is off the charts. But now we got Trump back. You know, the guy who got laughed at these UN and NATO events.
America's so true. Didn't expect that reaction, but that's okay.
But in the end, Trump got the last laugh and Trump was right. And Trump went to these events and always straight up just mogged these people. And he always got these people to pay up. He always went there representing American interest and walking away with something for the American people. And now he seems to be doing the exact same thing with big Japanese investment dollars. And he's pushing for even more. And it's no wonder why this guy just got elected in absolute historic landslide fashion. You know, I just have a feeling we're about to see peak Donald Trump. It feels like the rest of the world, and even domestically, people are willing to work with him like never before. You know, I could just imagine it. If things are going to go the way that I think they might go, then oh, are we going to enter the season of left-wing seething? It seems like business is back. The big government goons have been repelled, at least for now, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to enjoy a little moment of prosperity. And you know, maybe that's what happens when you don't elect an absolute wimp to a position of power. Maybe at the end of the day, that's the lesson that Democrats ought to learn. The Trumpinator's back, baby. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.